I'm here with John Clarke, Executive Director of New Brunswick Housing Authority. How are you doing today?
I'm good, Charlie. How are you? Thanks for coming to the event.
Oh, of course, of course. I just wanted to ask you about your other positions. I know you have a private company. You've been hired by Princeton and Atlantic City to be their Executive Director. You also have a consulting contract with Boonton Housing Authority. Do you have other jobs besides those, or is that it?
You're talking about outside of the Housing Authority?
Yeah.
Those are the only contracts I have.
Okay, and the Housing Authority also has interlocal agreements where you're serving as the interim executive director of Franklin, and then do you still have an interlocal with Bayonne?
We do not have an interlocal with Bayonne anymore. Those are all part of the regular work for the authority, so those are not an addition. So the interlocal agreements work through the contracts with the housing authorities.
Right, and for those other two, or three, Boonton, Princeton, and Atlantic City, why didn't you do those as interlocal agreements? Why are you?
Boonton is not an interim. Boonton is just a private contract,
Right.
and those were not done through interlocals. Those are done as straight contracts.
Yeah, why? I mean,
outside of the work of the housing.
Would it be better for New Brunswick if they were done through the?
So those activities occurred outside of the work of the New Brunswick Housing Authority. The interlocal in Franklin occurs within the work of the New Brunswick Housing Authority. So the interlocal agreement with New Brunswick for Franklin occurs during the New Brunswick Housing Authority business. So that's why there's an efficiency there. The other authorities hire directly as they can, and they did. So I'm very pleased that they chose to hire me in those positions. And I'll serve as long as they want me to serve there.
Got it. And how can you manage? How do you manage 5 different jobs?
I don't golf, I don't gamble, and I don't really drink. So while some people have vices, I work outside of the authority, just like many people do in this country. And I'm happy that the authorities gave me the opportunity to serve them, and I continue to serve them as long as they want me to.
Okay, so your message to the people in New Brunswick is they shouldn't worry about you splitting your time between these 4 other
just as we do with Franklin, we continue to serve the people of New Brunswick here every single day. Authorities operate all the time, as you know, and we continue to serve them the best we can in those positions.
Thank you. Just finally wanted to ask about the Oprah request. I filed an Oprah request for applications for funding or funding assistance that the authority may have done. Never got a response to that. Did you receive that? Will you be able to respond?
I will take a look at this. When did you send this?
It should say at the top there. It was at least a month ago. Probably 2 now.
Did we ever respond to this?
No response.
Oh, okay,
at all.
I'll take a look. Yeah,
Okay.
I know you filed a number of Oprah requests.
Yeah.
So we'll take a look.
And then the other one is.
And this was for what?
Just wanted any applications for funding or financial assistance if you're filing for grants or anything from HUD. Would want to get a copy of those.
Applications for funding. Okay.
Yeah, and then,
take a look.
And then I also had my request, which I know you received from the written request for special meetings when you had those special meetings over the Russo development.
I thought that we responded to that.
You responded, but you didn't provide anything that showed an actual written request from the commissioners per the bylaws, and so I followed up with 3 or 4 emails asking for
I'll take a look.
for
Yeah,
that.
I'll take a look at these.
Follow up with that, and I guess
This is for the special meetings, and this is for the applications.
those are the
Okay.
2 outstanding
Okay.
ones.
Yep. No worries.
I really appreciate you taking the time to talk a little bit today.
No problem, Charlie. Right? Thanks.
Thanks.
What about nothing about the event today?
Talk a little bit about Housing Authority hosting telehealth.
I think the telehealth is a great opportunity for residents to come out and get access to health care. And also our staff even were here, as you saw. So I'm hopeful that they'll use the services that once they come. And we appreciate the county coming out and the city making these opportunities available to the residents.
Thanks
All right?
for talking.
Thanks, Joe.
Have
No
a good
problem. You too.